I was so proud of myself how well I was doing the vlogging over these last couple of days. And then, like, I'm not surprised once show day hit, it was just phone was away. How do I even start this? Show day is always a little bit crazy. We like to be organized and things just don't always go on time. So there's a lot of like rush. And then you get to a certain point and then it's like, wait. And I feel like that's just for me. I find it's like every competition. It's all good. It's low key, and I've done it before. What I love about doing many pro shows, or the ones that I've done, except the one that I did in September recently, is I don't compete with a lot of competitors, or not nearly as many as the NPC. It goes by really quickly. This time, I think I was the most social that I've ever been, not only at the expo and just the days before, because usually I'm really quiet and I like to stay kind of by myself. But I do feel like this year things have been a little bit different because of all the posing that I'm doing, being representative for Evolve, and just being a lot more in the eye, I guess. I don't even know how to say it. Like, people know me, but it's a good thing. Even on show day, I knew everyone I was competing with. I've either talked to them before, or I'm friends with them, or I've seen them before, or we've talked online before. And I was able to actually connect with all of the girls. Not all of them speak English, and my Spanish is still super bad. So there were some that I really couldn't talk to that much, but it was just really nice. I think one thing is, yes, I do realize that competitions is we want to win, and technically we're fighting against the other competitors. I want to win, and I want the other people to win. And I'm just as excited for everyone as I am for myself. And that goes with my clients. Like, when my clients compete, I get so fucking excited. And seeing like my posing girlies on stage and the posing guys on stage. When I go backstage, I'm not like malicious or vicious, and to be honest, there are some girls that are. A lot of girls are just like really quiet backstage. I was talking to Cass, and there's like Cass and Kerrigan, the first place and second place of the show. I was spending quite a bit of time with Kerrigan. Cass came up and like said hi to her, or vice versa, and they're both like, I'm really shy, I don't like talking to people. And I was like, that's like so how we are like on Instagram. We're messaging, we're like, hey, can't wait to see you this weekend, and then you see the person backstage and just so quiet. Like, I'm a huge introvert. When I compete, when I'm backstage, I just like to be by myself. Even when I did powerlifting, I was like this. The last couple of times I have been like a little bit more social, and there is just something, I know that I've said this already, there's something about competing in Mexico that I am beyond obsessed with. I felt so fucking amazing this weekend, and this was my first competition that I have done where I was by myself. So other times I've flown and I've met someone there, or I stayed in a room with someone, or my coach was there or something like that. And this time it was just me. And it was really different. And I didn't feel alone, because going to the expo, going to the venue, going to the competition, people knew me. It's not any kind of like ego, oh my gosh, I'm amazing, I'm a celebrity, like none of that. I am still a shy, normal, quiet girly that I have always been. Man, it feels so fucking good. It just lights me up. And that fuel and that energy and that vibe that I get from other people, I like take it and then I give out more of it. So I just love it so much.
I kinda wonder where you are. I know I can leave it alone. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Just come be the man I need. We got something to give. I don't like it when you call me. The talking is gone. I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me. something to give. I want it. I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the type of talk it is, come on then. I gotta know you're meant to.
I don't know if these patches work, but every time I put them on, I'm just like, it solves all of my problems. So here we are, it is show day morning. It's 4:12 in the morning. I'm up early. I had a bowel movement, which is always a nice thing. I did my check-in, so I'm just waiting for my coach to confirm my meal 1. And then in about 15 minutes, I am off to go get my makeup and hair done.
I can't tell with you sometimes.
Anyway, show day. So I will do a quick recap and then we'll go through everything. Woke up pretty early. I did my check-in. I went off to go get my makeup done. I went to go get my spray tan done. I came back. I changed. I took a lot of selfies. Fuck, I am obsessed with my suit. Like, I want to wear it again. Maybe I'll do some photo shoots with it. I think I need to. Went to the venue for prejudging. I had 4 hours to kill between prejudging and finals, so I ended up going back to the Airbnb and I took a nap. I never do that. I really chilled low-key. I actually had a pretty big appetite, so I was messaging my coach and I'm like, hey, like, we're gonna fuel me up a little bit. My hair lasted, which was amazing. I took some more selfies, checked in with my coach again, just to make sure that the food was good and if we needed to fill me up a little bit more. Went back to the venue. I went a little bit early and I did a little bit of expo duties and I saw my bestie. I saw Laura, which was so nice. I did an interview with Aesthetic Labs, my sponsors. Smiled, took some photos. I actually signed a couple things, signed a shirt, more photos, and then did finals. And it was super fun. I ended up coming in 5th place. There were, and I'm not dismissing it, there were only 8 girls and I got 5. Whereas like my last competition, there was 42 of us. I'm fucking thrilled because that is the first time that I have placed. So first time I've come in, look at this. First time I've come in top 5. There was the Vancouver show I did last year that was top 6. I came in 6th, but there was only 7 girls. So that was like a little bit different. Anyway, I'm super proud of this. This was a massive accomplishment for me. And for me, I consider this a win because at one point I was like, I'm not gonna be in that top 5. And I really wanted to be. So I'm really excited for that. Feedback was glutes and hamstrings. And I know this, but I have been improving on it for the last couple of years. After the competition, I went back to my Airbnb and I started cleaning because the next day I had to get to the airport. My sponsors messaged me. They ended up doing, and I love that they really did this, the event promoters, they put on or like hosted a buffet dinner. Tacos. They were not amazing tacos, but they were still good tacos. They put on like a dinner. So that was like super late at night, way past my bedtime. But I went out and I got my tacos and I saw some people that I knew, which was nice, and got to talk to like my team from Aesthetic Lab. And that was like really enjoyable. And then I went home. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I talked to the judges a little bit more, which was really nice, just to kind of like, because I've never met the head judge, Bill. I've never met him before. So it's just really nice to kind of get like his insight, kind of see where he does judging and to know kind of like more details. Yes, there is a really big standard for NPC and for IFBB and for each of the divisions. Like there is a very good standard that they try to uphold as much as possible throughout the world. But every judge, of course, is going to have a little bit of a different opinion, and different parts of the world, they're going to recognize and award certain kinds of physiques because that's kind of what shows up in that area. So just learning a little bit more from them. At the other hotel to get my makeup done by my amiga Luisa. Bienito. I'm currently waiting for my Uber to get to the venue. I have to be there like an hour earlier. Bikini is going on first, so I'm super excited for that. It's one of those mornings, and this always happens on show day. It's just like go, go, go. So there's a little bit of delay with my coaching check-ins. We got those all settled and figured out. I got my makeup done. I got my hair done. I'm obsessed with it. I'm just very hopeful that it doesn't fall and look like shit by the time finals happens at like 5 o'clock tonight. So I do need to brush it out a little bit for prejudging, but then I'm hoping that it will hold. And then that took longer than I had anticipated, than we had planned. Then I went and got my top coat of my spray tan. They were supposed to start at 6, and this is just like something that happens. Supposed to start at 6, and just be like open for whenever the women show up. So got there at 7:15 and nobody was there. Like nobody to work was there. And we're like, cool. So that was delayed like 40 minutes. I ended up getting back to my Airbnb, did my check-in, basically scarfed down my meal and changed, and I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna brush that out just a little bit. Super happy. Oh my gosh, you're so white. I know.
Wow, you're so famous.
When I was at the Fit Weekend, I signed belts. I was like, I've never signed, and people were like, I want your signature. I signed everything. It's the funniest ever. Right. A video? Do a little interview. Friends gonna interview me. I am very overdue for an update. Number 7, number 5. This is my first placing as a pro, so this is like fucking everything. I'm so happy. Judges' feedback, posing was incredible. My overall look was amazing. So happy about that. Front pose, fucking spot on. Back pose, we need more glutes and hamstrings, which of course has been constant feedback for the last couple of years. It's always improving. That's my most important thing, but we gotta grow. So I need to decide if I'm going to keep competing this year or what, but I am super happy. This is for all of my sponsors and just for everyone who supports me. So thank you so much. This is for all of us, and I'm gonna go have some tacos. I'm gonna tell you a secret of competitors if you don't already know. The favorite part, I swear, of all competitors is the shower after, to get all of the spray tan off, because soaking in this all day does not feel amazing. So, best part of the day.
Estoy bien cansado.
¿Qué vas a comer, amigo?
Chili sauce? Nada, no pica.
No, I always, every day.
Yeah, you're Mexican. Obviously. So you're born with it.
Life can start Monday with
Good morning. Every tan, like spray tan, has like this base undercolor. And Liquid Sunrise has red. Like, I look, at least I'll fit in when I go to Cancun and just look like a friggin' lobster tourist. This is from last night. And it's like, it's not inflamed skin. It's just, I'm red. So I need to wear pants when I go back to the airport. But I'm just so grateful. I want to say thank you to people for messages and for comments and everything. I feel like a fucking queen. So thank you so much. I'm just excited to go home and take my pants off. I did decide I'm going to go into an off season. As much as I really want to keep competing, and I was very set on doing like 3, 4, 5 shows this year, and I did 2 because the last 2 years I've only done 2 shows, but I've always wanted to do more. If I'm getting the same feedback that I need to grow, it's just putting off what needs to get done. I had a really good conversation with my coach, with Humberto, because I felt frustrated. I didn't know what was the next step to be done. But we had a very good conversation and things are good and we're moving forward together. We are going to not necessarily do new things, but I think in one of my recent maybe podcasts, I had mentioned that we did decide to bring on another coach. So we have a trainer. I have a trainer now. First time like I've ever had a personal trainer. Well, not personal, but he's in Idaho. But Corey Linder, he is helping me with training, and that's the first time I've had someone this detailed, and he's very specific with bikini pros. That's a big market for him. So we're working with him. We're going to bring that in this year. We're really focusing on glutes and hamstrings. And Humberto, my coach, has learned a lot more, so we're going to be implementing some more stuff. We are actually doing in-body testing once a month, and I am a person, I like numbers. From the person who almost failed math multiple times in high school and science. I love numbers. I love body tests. Let's call it that. I love doing, I hate needles. I hate getting blood tests done, but I always love the results and I love comparing all of that stuff. I fucking love that shit. We're going to start doing, because I had offered, because there's a couple places here in Playa where I can either get really good caliper testing done, not like I can do my own, but I'm not going to do my own. I can get caliper testing done, or I can do in-body. And I think someone had recently mentioned that I could get DEXA scans here, but I have nothing to compare it off of, but maybe I'll do those. But anyway, in-body testing, even though it's not something that I rely on, it's great information and it just like adds to what we're doing. I'm at Venice Aesthetics this morning in Playa del Carmen, and we're gonna do a body scan. Say hi.
Hi. These are your results of today. Muscle and grasa, and then you have water, proteins, minerals, and 1%.
The lowest.
Yeah.
The lowest you can be.
I know.
Shut up. Good, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You're too sensitive. Yeah. I'm going to send this information to your email. So, your email is?
It's my name. Sí.
Now we're gonna act. We're gonna act like you're receiving the invoice.
Kind of the game plan is obviously to build. I don't want to commit to a certain show or timeline just yet, but like I need to grow. Last year I put on 15 pounds in like almost a year, but I was very upset when we peeled that away, and we peeled away the full 15 pounds. So I'm like, wow, I didn't grow. And it's not that I didn't grow, but it wasn't, how do I even say, like in correlation of, it wasn't conducive. I'm having a brain fart right now. It wasn't linear. So just because I gained 15 pounds doesn't mean I had a heavier stage weight. There have also been preps that I've done before. I've actually tracked all of my heaviest weights in my preps and in my off seasons versus my leanest or my stage weight. And they're not necessarily in alignment. So there have been some where I've put on like 15 pounds, but then I'm only 2 pounds heavier on stage. Or there's some where I've done like 5 pounds in my off season, but then I'm like 3 pounds more on stage. So it's just like in alignment. So we're hoping that if I get in-body tests done once a month, it will make sure that we're going in the direction that we need to go. I am going to be going to another city soon and just getting a little bit more, let's call it healthcare data. I will share a little bit more about that later, but I don't even know what's going to go on with that, so I don't want to give away too much, or I don't want to speak before things happen. So there's that. But I'm just super fucking proud of the effort that I put in, of the progress that has been made. And yeah, I don't know what else I have to say. So I feel like that's it. If and whenever there are questions, if there's things that I can help you with, let me know. Send me messages. Tell me that you watched my video so I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself in my apartment. And that's it. Okay, bye.